they are picking up all of the lumber that you see here, not only in the grassy area, but this is right on the 610 North Loop, that inbound connector ramp to 45 that takes you into downtown. If you normally count on that, traffic is being rerouted to Cross Timbers or U-turning at Airline, but a huge cleanup is underway. As you can see, they've got to not only remove the lumber that dropped from this 18-wheeler, but they have to, make sure the 18-wheeler is out of there, clean all this debris up, because I'm sure there's a lot of little particles you don't want to be stuck in your vehicle or tires. But a couple of forklifts out there. This is a heavy-duty wrecker, 18-wheeler. I mean, so interesting. But unfortunately, this happened at 1:15 in the morning. It's already been 5+ hours. I can see that it's going to take another couple of hours. So drivers, heads up. If you have an appointment at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, maybe even 9 o'clock, please check in with us, or at least check my social media accounts to see if they've cleared this up. This is, again, the 610 North Loop, the westbound connector to 45 inbound, completely shut down. But that whole area is impacted off of the North Loop. You'll be jammed at Fulton, jammed at Irvington. It'll be at a crawl back to 59. I'll zoom in on our traffic map here to show you what's backed up already. So here's the East Tex Freeway, this direction to 45 inbound. That's what's closed. I've been here for 5-6 hours now, and you can tell why, because we have a huge amount of lumber that is scattered. 610 North Loop westbound ramp to 45 inbound. Here's the truck and the original load that was here. There's a lost load in one location that's on the ramp, and then more lumber off to the grassy area. Multiple forklifts are on scene, crews really scraping up all of the wooden particles and debris. They're gonna have to clean up a whole ramp here, so it's going to take probably several hours. So if you are even in this area 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, just be sure that you tune into my social media accounts. I will be for sure telling you when this reopens and when it's safe to drive, because all of these particles, you never know what exactly dropped. It can cause damage to your car, your tires, and you just don't want to drive through that. And they'll be sure to clean that up for you, because so many people traverse along the 610 North Loop, that ramp to 45. So this whole entire area is very busy from the Hardy. I just checked the Irvington camera, the Fulton camera. All of it seems like it's brake lights. You have the feeder road available, but this is exactly where the location is. More folks jumping onto I-10 to avoid the 610 mess. So that's why it's a little busy on the East Freeway approaching Gregg Street, staying stop and go all the way to Taylor where the road work is. And then you're free and clear closer to the Heights and Cottage Grove. Westbound direction at 45 inbound. It's one of those ramps that takes you into downtown Houston. So the problem is, all of the entire ramp obviously is blocked with the lost load of lumber, not only impacting the ramp, but also crews have to get to the grassy area before they can even reopen any of this. Heavy duty wreckers on scene, a couple of forklifts, emergency crews all around the 610 North Loop, and this is 45 that takes you into downtown. So you can continue along 45 and exit Airline and U-turn, or you can go to the north side and exit around Cross Timbers, but you need an alternate route. Luckily, the backup only extends right around the Hardy Toll Road. I say luckily because during school time, that could have been jammed, for several miles further. At least we have an option, which would be the feeder road or your favorite side street like Cavalcade. Just depends on where your start point is and if downtown Houston is your final destination. Well, this ramp is going to be out of service for a while. It looks like emergency responders, and this is the heavy duty wrecker and the original 18-wheeler that crashed. And this was at 1 o'clock in the morning. So it's been a long process for all the crews that they had to call for anyway. Let's go back to our traffic map just so I can spell out some other delays. The East Sam Houston Tollway southbound, slow going between I-10 and the Belt. Hobby Airport got a little bit of traffic before the 45-610 interchange. If you're leaving Pearland, a touch of traffic around Alameda Genoa. It's the usual, nothing severe. There's an intersection that's going to be a little painful for you. Bammel at the North Sam Houston Tollway. I did check Google Maps too, and I'm already seeing delays along the feeder road and along Bammel. So please be forewarned that that intersection is one that you should avoid. Touch of traffic on 249 as you approach the Beltway, which is normal. Might have some wet roads up near Corville off of 249, and the North Freeway regularly slow and go. What's not normal is this lost load of lumber impacting the North Loop westbound direction to 45 inbound. That is completely cut off. probably for the next several hours. So what do? You take the North Freeway either up to Cross Timbers and U-turn, or you can take the feeder road and make your way along 20th, Cavalcade, any side street that runs parallel to 610 the North Loop. You could take I-10, but you have the same amount of traffic on the North Loop almost that I can see here on the I-10 corridor, because you're running over to traffic from Taylor and the road work that's happening there, and just the congestion that normally sits on the I-10 corridor. So it looks like either way you slice it, whether you take an alternate route or whether you take the 610 North Loop, you're still going to need the extra 20 minutes or so. That off-ramp, as you can see, going to be blocked with that lost load of lumber scattered everywhere, even all the way to the grassy area. So it will take several more hours to clean up, and I didn't hear about any injuries or any, it's not deadly, but we do have a lot of traffic in that area, as you can see at Irvington. And I heard that there was another problem back at Kelly, and that's why we're seeing delays all the way stretching back to Jensen now. So it is a couple of westbound, couple of miles of westbound delays there off of 610. So that's your latest look there. Otherwise, Houston's just doing its Houston thing. A drive time out of Baytown about a half an hour. Woodlands 43 minutes. Let's traffic. I'm like, we've got 4 different problems. Oh boy. All right, North Loop, East Loop. Let's go to the east side first with a northbound problem working at Market. Not a ton of backup right now, but it does look like this car hit the K-wall over there, spun out, and we have emergency crews on scene blocking left lane. So that's the 610 East Loop. Let's go to the North Loop, westbound. This is an incident that's been working since 1:15 in the morning. It's a heavy truck crash. There was a hazmat spill. We are backed up past the Hardy now. If you want to take the feeder road, you can do so. Right now, that's going to send drivers to like Airline or Cross Timbers for you to U-turn. This is the backup up at Cypresswood. We had a crash working, blocking left lanes. It looks like it recently cleared, but the backup is still very intense. If you're coming in from the Woodlands, this is what it looks like back at Louetta. So that feeder road looks like a good option, and so does the Hardy Toll Road. Both of those options can help you out on 45. Here's that incident on the North Loop westbound at Fulton, and we have a new problem spot on the Katy Freeway at Willcrest. You'll be seeing these flashing lights as you hit I-10 right near the Beltway coming in from the west.